if you guys clicked on this video, you probably need to get better, and I'm going to help you with that. In this video, we're going to cover a few advanced movements like super glide, fatigue jumps, mental jumps, and super jumps and fade slide. We're going to talk about the pros and cons about them, how you can use them, when you should use them, and a few tips with some of the movement. So I'll catch you guys in a minute. Alright, so the first movement we're gonna go through is gonna be we're gonna do like a fatigue jump. That's gonna be our first movement we're gonna go through. We're gonna do the fatigue jump. You've heard of this most likely, you probably know how to do it, but let's just talk about it for a minute. Just trust. So the fatigue jump, if you don't know how to do it, you pretty much, if you don't know fatigue is a thing in Apex, this is what fatigue looks like, where I'm not jumping as high. It's pretty good for strafing. Like you can easily strafe out of it. Like if you're here, you can strafe to the right a little bit and just perform a fatigue jump. It's really useful. So you don't have to spam, like don't worry, you're not gonna be spamming this next to a wall or anything. The way I do it and other people do it, you just want to jump the floor onto the floor and then like wall jump off the wall, like. So I'll do it again. Jump, right? And when you jump once, when the first time you hit the ground, as soon as you hit the ground, you're gonna be in fatigue mode for at least 0.4 milliseconds. So you don't have to worry about like doing it right away. You can wait like a little half a second and then perform it. Like, just let me example real quick. So yeah, I'm gonna jump like right here.
Let's explore this
I'll
way.
walk to the wall and then I'll fatigue jump. Okay. Walking. Then I'm still in fatigue jump. I'm still in fatigue mode. So if I do this, I walk for a little bit. Like I'm still in the fatigue mode, so I could just do that. You know, like the really good thing about this this tech is that like, let's say you know how to fade slide, which we're gonna go over after this. Like you're shooting someone, you fade slide out of it, you can fatigue jump right after. So this is super useful because doing all this combo together prevents you from having to do this, which is horrible. It's really bad. It's not the best advantage. No, because this is what you're gonna look like. There's gonna be a guy walking to the left, to your left, and doing a wall jump on you. Which the second you hit the wall, you're out of the LOS. But when you're walking up, you're free beam, and then you're out of LOS, right? When you're fade sliding, no one expects it. Like 0.5 millisecond, they're gonna shoot you when you're right there. Like, you'd be fade sliding, and then you'll just jump over them. Like, you're gonna be way faster, and they're gonna hit less bullets. Most likely might still hit you, but they won't hit you as much. Alright, so that's fatigue jump. Alright, so now we're gonna do the fade slide. Now, I'm gonna show you guys how to do the fade slide just because we just did the fatigue jump, and that combo is really strong. Like, it's super strong together. I use it all the time, and I suggest you trying to use it in game 2 just to improve yourself much better. Alright, so the way you execute a fade slide now, once again, this movement, people never use it. I'm like one of the only ones that even use it on console, bro. And even if you're on PC, you should start using it more. Like in game, it will help your movement a lot. So I'm just gonna demonstrate first. Let's say I'm shooting this guy, right? Whatever, he's 1 HP, right? I cracked him, he's 1 HP. You don't want to just perform a fade slide right away. You want to switch your guns first. Go to your secondary after you beamed him, or whatever your reasoning is. Always switch to your other gun. So now you're on your other gun. You want to holster your gun, crouch, and then like when you're behind cover or wherever you are, even if you're in the open, we'll do it in the open for now. Let's like, okay, let me reset that. Okay, I made him 1 HP, he's 1. I switch my gun, well, let's say gun. Switch my gun, right? And I holster, pull out my kunai or whatever you have in your hands, your fist, your crowbar, whatever the fuck there is these days, right? Okay. You want to just crouch like 0.3 milliseconds or right away. It depends. Whenever you're really good at it, you can kind of like just control the time, put it in your favors. And then as soon as you're on the ground, you want to sprint, slide, and jump. It's going to look like that. So you're just going to slide and jump. Normal slide and jump. Off of the crouch though. And then switch out your gun mid-slide. So you're ready to shoot your opponent like right away. So I'm going to do it really fast. And this way, I use it mid fights too when I'm like in the open. So like, let's say, respawn already. All right, let's say I'm here, right? Actually, we'll start here. It's a better example. Let's say I'm here. I just fatigue jump into him. Right? I'm making decent as low. And then he's shooting me right now, right? Obviously, I won't be standing still the whole time. Like, you can do this. But to get away out of his LOS much faster and unpredictable, you just phase slide out of it and like hop off, you know what I mean? Go back to the, like, just outmaneuver him, get out of LOS, and then shoot him while you're doing it. And that way you'll be losing less HP and dealing more damage. That's one of the ways I use it. And like behind cover, once again, you can just use cover. And then out of cover. It's super unpredictable. Alright, so that's fade side. So now we're gonna go over the super jump. The super jump is a very simple mechanic to learn after you've like done it for a while. I've been doing this for a couple of months now, and it's really useful. I seem to use it like almost every game, practically every game. There's a zip line near me. I'm usually gonna do it if I'm in a fight. It depends like what the situation is. But the way you do it is very simple. All you want to do is press ride and then jump twice after really fast. Now I know there's other guides on YouTube and stuff where they tell you that's how you do it, and obviously that's how you do it. But they don't give you a tip when you're on controller, and I'll give it to you right now. The tip is pretty simple, honestly. If you want to be like a really good movie player on a console, PC controller, whatever, for super jumps, the tip I have for you is to play claw. Not paddles, just play claw and on default layout. If you master claw, right claw on default layout with no paddles, that's what I play. I play claw, default layout, no paddles. And the reason I think this is much better to do a super jump consistently and mantle jump too, is because they're like on the right hand side of your controller, there's the button X and square. Now square is to interact, then X is to jump. On Xbox controllers is different, but on PlayStation controls, that's how it's working right now. And so pretty much the reason this is much easier and better, it's because the way you interact and jump is by sliding your fingers. It's not pressing, it's by sliding. This is me sliding my finger square to X without even like hovering my finger. I'm just sliding them downwards. So I'm gonna slide my finger square to X. This is what it looks like. So clearly I'm jumping off like right away, right? Because I'm just sliding my finger, right? After that slide, you just want to press jump one time right after, and then it's gonna do a super jump. Like you can consistently do it. And obviously it's most likely not going to work for the first few times, but then whenever you realize how fast you got to press X right after, you're going to start getting it much more. And there's like a very small frames per second window gap to even perform this. Like after you interact, you want to press jump right after. I don't even need to give you a millisecond count because you're gonna have to do it right after. Now there is a possibility you do it too fast and it doesn't work, but then you know you're gonna learn that, and I doubt you're gonna do it too fast because I can't even do it too fast. Like I'm trying as fast as I can right now, and it's not really working at all. So don't be scared of doing it too fast. Just try to press X as fast as you can afterwards, after the jump, and you'll be fine. So again, and the tip is, you know, default layout, right claw, and slide your finger, and then press jump after that slide. Now, it might be hard to understand what my explanation is, but just do it, and you'll see for yourself. It's pretty simple. And while we're here, we're going to go through the mantle jump. The mantle jump, again, is super easy after you master it. And the tip also comes in here because you're going to be super jumping to even do a mental jump. So the way you perform a mental jump, you're just going to climb up here, get on the ledge, any ledge in the entire map. And yourself, you're going to learn which zipline it works and which zipline it doesn't. It works pretty much every zipline though. And if you're in a building and you want a mental jump, you want to do looking down, not looking up. Because if you're looking up in a building, it will not work. A little possibility it does, but just look down. It's somewhat less consistent, but when you master it, you can do like 10 out of 10 times pretty much. I can do it like kind of that fast. I mean, kind of that much. It's pretty simple for me to do it. But you just want to like, we just learned how to do the super jump. So whenever you get the super jump down, move on to this. Don't just skip super jump and move on to this. You have to master super jump and then you can do this. Because if you don't master super jump, you might not get it, and then you'll think, why is it not working? And then the reason it could be not working is because you're not super jumping correctly. So whenever you master super jump, just move to this. So when you're on the ledge, don't move forward or backwards, just stay on the ledge where you just climbed, and then look straight down. And now when you're more advanced, you don't even have to look down completely. You just do that. Like look somewhat like down here, but since you're just starting, look straight down. It's much easier. And then you can move on to looking halfway, and then maybe not even look down that much, like that. But yeah, when you're on the ledge, you want to look down, then you want to back up and super jump when you back up. There's not really a good perfect way to explain this, but like you just want to back up and super jump as soon as you back out. Not at the same time, but yeah, at the same time. But you're gonna want to like back up first and then super jump, you know. But you don't want to wait too long because then it won't work. So when you do it a lot of times and you realize it's not working, try to change up the timing on when you super jump, and then it's most likely gonna start working. So that's it for the.
She put this blade